Yo YouTube, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I will be showing you the best keybinds for Destiny 2 for Season of the Plunder. Now, what do I mean by this? I'm going to be covering lots of things like regarding FPS boosts and pretty much anything regarding console keybinds as well as controller sensitivity and stuff like that, so don't worry console players, you will not be left out of this. However, some of this will be for PC and some of it will be for console. I'll show you guys how to boost your FPS and etc. Alright, for starters, I'm going to show you my keybinds. If you guys want to slow down, these are my keybinds. I consider these really good keybinds. I enjoy them. Most keybinds are preference, but I got WASDG, upper for push to talk. But if you guys want to slow down the video, these are all my binds right here. Now, I love these keybinds. They work really well for me, but these are the keybinds. I'm not going to go through everything because I don't want this video to end up being 20 minutes long because we do have a lot to cover. If you guys are sitting at really low FPS, and just a reminder, this does work on console. Some of this stuff does and some of it doesn't. But these are my keybinds. Now for controller, if you are not playing 20 sensitivity on controller, I don't know what you're doing. Up your sensitivity to 20 and run 0.7 or 0.6 for modifier. The reason why is because this will slow down your aim and help you hit more headshots. And then for sprint to turn skill, make it a 0.8. And make sure double press delay is 1 because you don't want that. And then for controller vibration, have this off. I don't know how people play controller vibration, but it's just a preference. Alright, so now that we've covered the main, settings for my keybinds, controller players, stuff like that, I'll cover, how to boost FPS. For starters, we're just going to Alt-Tab right here. Now, make sure that you have Discord open. Now, this is Discord for me. Go into your settings and head over to Advanced, and make sure that you have hardware acceleration off if you do not have a good CPU or GPU. I have a great CPU as well as a GPU, but I find when I have Discord running at its highest, I have really bad FPS drops and in-game stutters, and this is a common cause for FPS drops and in-game stutters, and I don't know why, but I have this problem a lot, so, I turned it off. And one other thing, too, that I can tell you, most importantly, if you guys look at, as an example, let me find one Discord server, right? When I go into this Discord, if I join a VC, make sure, let's say I join, I don't know, the Nightfall VC. Make sure that you are not running a share screen in the background, because this does drain your CPU by about 10% roughly, so this is very important. And trust me on that, guys. You will regret running a screen share in the background. And just so you guys know, like, I have a decent CPU and stuff like this. Right now I'm using about 15% of my CPU, which is good. My CPU, GPU, NVIDIA RTX 3060, and for my CPU I have a Intel iCore i7 1704F, so this is a really good CPU and GPU. But I'll show you guys some ways to optimize it. So most importantly, go to settings. And then from here, you're going to want to go to gaming mode settings. Click this. Make sure game mode is off. Now you may be wondering, Hectic, why would I have game mode off? Well, there's one reason why. Game mode is, it's known to cause more problems than anything. And for some reason, I don't know quite why that is. However, it is known to cause a lot of problems. So just don't have this on. It doesn't really do anything good. Then go to graphics settings. Have hardware acceleration GPU scheduling on. This will help, reduce latency and improve performance. And make sure you select Destiny 2 and optimize it for high performance and select your GPU. Don't have power saving on unless you need to save power for some odd reason. Now, this one's going to be super important. Search up display in your settings. Click change resolution. Now, you're going to see the quality of your monitor, right? And you're going to want to not select anything here, but however, you're going to want to click advanced display settings. Now, you're going to see your monitors. I have a dual monitor set up right now. My second monitor is not connected to my PC as this video is being recorded, just so I can get the best quality from, my recording software. However, look at your monitor hertz. My monitor is 144 hertz 1080p. And then you may be wondering, well, yeah, no duh. Okay, if you open NVIDIA control panel, for AMD users, I'm not quite sure how AMD's panel works, but you're gonna want to make sure your max frame rate is at your monitor's frame rate. The reason why is because if your monitor and your GPU are not synced together, it's gonna cause screen tearing, and it's gonna cause the game to feel really unsmooth. And when I did this, it made a huge difference. You're gonna want low latency mode on and your max frame rate to whatever your monitor is. In this case for me, it's 144. Now, this brings in another thing. Open Destiny, then go to video. Make sure that you are running, for me, I really run low settings. I keep texture quality at the highest because that's really all that matters. But these are my video settings I run. They work really, really well for me. I'm only using 2500% of my VRAM, which is really, really good. However, if I do uncap my frame rate, which I'm going to do, I go from, well, actually, I won't go from anything because I have them capped in NVIDIA control panel, but this causes a lot of problems that just are not worth it. However, if you search /app, app data, and then percentage, or not, app data, you're gonna see this file. Now you're gonna want to open the Bungie file, and then click Destiny 2 PC prefs, and then you're gonna see CVARs. Now you're gonna want to click properties, and you're gonna want to make sure that it is not read only or hidden. Now from here, you're gonna click on it, left click, and click edit. Now it's very, very important that you have frame rate caps set to whatever your monitor is in game. It also is very important that you have low latency mode set to 0. This is gonna help a lot. You're gonna see a lot of stuff here regarding just in-game coding. Now this is not gonna break your game in any kind of way. Don't worry about this. But essentially, you're gonna want to make sure that you have pretty much everything set to 0 besides, you know, the basic things. However, you're gonna want to set. You're definitely going to need to make sure your frame rate cap, and you're going to want to make sure texture low latency mode is set to 0 and most glide set to 0. What this is going to do is it's going to pretty much allow your GPU and monitor to sync with Destiny, and it's going to boost your frame rates by a lot. The next thing is you're going to want to go into display settings, click advanced display settings, and then from here you're going to see display property adapters for display 1, right? Go to your monitor and make sure that you have this selected. Your monitor is set at, you know, its highest refresh rate. And if you think it's not, click properties, and it's going to show you pretty much everything. Drivers, if you need to update your drivers, anything like this, it's going to show you pretty much everything regarding your graphic drivers. Another very, very important thing for my fellow NVIDIA users, search up NVIDIA, or not NVIDIA, GeForce. And from here, you're going to want to make sure you install the recent drivers. I have a recent driver downloaded, or I need to download the recent driver, of course, but make sure your drivers are up to date. Also, go into settings, and if you ever have installed a new GPU in your computer, make sure that you're not connected to your old GPU. Sometimes this does happen. I did see one person actually say that they were still using their old GPU. I don't quite know how that works, again. Make sure your sharpen's at 0. This will absolutely destroy your FPS. When I mean that, like, I mean, it's literally going to destroy your FPS. It's not worth it whatsoever. Trust me. Now, we've optimized a lot of things regarding that. If you want to go into your BIOS and update your BIOS as well. But again, this is just for PC users, but for console users, make sure you have your console optimized in performance mode. I can't show that because I'm not on console. However, if you guys do want to do that, I'll link a video in the description below. Now, another really, really good thing to do that I found really boosted my FPS was going into Steam, clicking Steam settings, and then going to downloads or in-game, and making sure that enable the Steam overlay while in-game, and in-game FPS counter is off, as well as pretty much you're making sure you're running it, you know, on Steam properly. But yeah, this is how I optimized my PC for Destiny 2 to get the highest frame rates. My frames don't fluctuate whatsoever, because my GPU and CPU are good. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, sub, and have a good rest of your day. Peace.